getting good actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cake time! I'm going to make my Christmas cake. And it is my Christmas cake. This is a sacred recipe from my nana. Actually, it's from my nana. It's from my auntie, my nana's sister. She used to work at Shipman's Bakery. I think it's quite a northern branch of bakeries. I think they're still running now. They were still running when I was a child. And they've been running for a very long time. And my auntie used to work for Shipman's, and she got the recipe for this Christmas cake through working at the bakery. So it was like a secret recipe. I mean, they're all pretty much the same, but I follow this one every single year. My nana used to make all our Christmas cakes, but she's 94. She is amazing. And she just can't stir the mixture now, it's just too heavy for her. So now I make my own Christmas cake, and I take some from my nana to try every year to get the seal of approval. So we're going to follow my nana's recipe, Nana Ward's Christmas cake. So I put it on here, it's all written down. Right, so we need, brace myself, there's a lot of ingredients here.
There is.
So I might put them all in the wrong place, in the wrong order, but do you know, eventually it all just gets mixed together and eaten. That's kind of my rule for baking. Eventually it's all mixed together and eaten. So regarding sieving and sprinkling and folding, I don't really do that. I just mix it all in. And do you know what? The results are pretty much the same. We'll start with the flour. This is in ounces, and I do prefer ounces. I'm an old-fashioned ounce girl. So 10 ounces.
I have to take a step back so I can see all the ingredients and everything that's actually on the
They're all
top.
going around the corner, haven't they? And last is the brandy. My favourite part of the cake. You know, one shot for the cake, one shot for me. I put a sherry. I can't make Christmas cake without a sherry. Come on, you have to be in the Christmas mood. In we go. Next is dark sugar. And again, 10 ounces. Wow. If I haven't got enough, then I'll have to put some white sugar in. Right. Right, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put my spices in. Do I do that now? Yeah. So, mix.
What's going on in there?
This is a half teaspoon measuring thing, so obviously I'm putting 2 of them in. That's 1 teaspoon spice, mixed spice. The same with cinnamon. I love cinnamon.
I like cinnamon too.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? And lots of different things. So half a teaspoon of salt. Having a good time. Should we sing Christmas songs now?
Christmas time again.
That's a half teaspoon.
Time to spend friends. Everybody
The
loves
sherry's
a
just getting
little
stuck up.
Christmas time again.
I'm just going to mix that up a little bit there now before I put the fruit in. So I've just mixed the salt, cinnamon, mixed spice, sugar and flour together. Oh, it smells absolutely lovely.
It looks like
Next we're going to sprinkle over your fireplace to make it look Christmassy, like little angles of wood. I'm going to put in the nuts next. It does say ground almonds in here on this recipe, and I did do ground almonds one year, but then they all floated to the top, I think. Or they all seemed to rise. They all went in one direction or another. I think it was the bottom of the top, I'm sure it was the top. And they all kind of stuck in one place. So I'm not putting the ground almonds in, I'm just going to put extra, the same weight in blanched almonds. I think I've done that I've done this recipe now for about 5 years. Only 1 year I used the ground almonds. So I'm going to stick with the whole nuts. So we need, oh actually that's what I did. Yeah, no, sorry, yeah. I've got these to put in. That's why I've got blanched almonds. I've got flaked almonds. So we can put flaked instead. So I'll use 4 ounces.
that's really satisfying.
4 ounces of There's a little bit less than 4. I think that's why I ended up buying the extra pack. So I'll just make, that's 3.5 ounces there. So I'll just put the extra little bit in of that. Just weigh that separate. I know that it's the same measurement. I've just doubled it to 8, but I'm just going to do this again. 4 ounces of cherries, 2 ounces of mixed peel. Mixed peel, in you go. 4 ounces of cherries. I'm going to chop these up. I washed my hands before I did this. So, cherries. Next, we need a sip of sherry.
After the
To
cherries.
remind myself, it's Christmas cake I'm making. So we're going to put in the raisins and the sultanas. I think we need a bigger bowl. I'm going to do this in the sink. Raisins again, 10 ounces. Yeah, it's raisins. Butter and treacle. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll put that fruit in last. I'm going to do, I know for a fact that's the right amount of butter because I weighed that a bit out, so I'm just going to melt it a bit.
Also, I'm going to mention that I have my Santa hat on.
You happily?
I'm very Christmassy.
And I've got my reindeer earrings.
And I have my present earrings.
Yes. Ooh, butter. Ooh,
Ew, it looks like ice cream.
time.
Oh, that's disgusting. I hate the thought of like
Butter and
just greasy butter.
oh. In the butter goes.
Whose handwriting is this? It's very neat.
It's mine.
It's very
I
neat.
sat down one day with my nana and went through her recipe books and I took down a few different recipes. Almond tarts, meringue, lemon curd. My nana makes the most amazing homemade lemon curd. It is the best. So she hasn't done that for a while. Coconut ice, Molly's shortcake. That was my Auntie Molly. It must have been her recipe. All sorts of stuff in here. Choux pastry. Right. All sorts of delights. The Christmas cake is
That looks so disgusting. Looks like
all in
ink.
there. Ooh. Mix that in a little bit.
It's very colourful.
And then I've got the eggs to go
Surprisingly.
in.
And used, I must say.
It's Christmas cake, you can't have any tea there.
He's like, oh, he's looking at his lips.
I won't like Christmas cake. So 8 eggs. Sounds a lot. And obviously this recipe was from many decades ago. I wonder if their eggs were like large or small. Or whether they were even bothered what size they were. Just an
Well,
egg
unless
is an
the
egg.
chickens have just all of a sudden started producing smaller eggs.
I reckon there were bigger eggs in those days. Alright. I've only gone smaller through.
It's a pool of eggs.
These are large actually. Actually, I think 3 of them are from a different egg box. There might have been a mixed size box. So 5 of them are large eggs. Oh, hang on. I forgot one. 2, 4, 6, 8, yep. Who do we appreciate? Nana Ward! For the cake. In fact, fun fact, as Holly would call it, both my nanas were called Nana Ward. Actually, we called one Grandma because they were both Ward.
And they were
Because
both...
my mum and my dad had the same surname when they met. My mum was Ward and my dad was Ward, so didn't have to change. My mum didn't have to change her name, and both their mums were called Irene. So both my nana and my grandma were called Irene Ward. And Nana still is Irene Ward. How funny! 2 Irene Wards. Put your sleeve in it, Ben. Maybe roll your sleeve over it. Ben wants to stir. We've got all this to put in. I'm just going to check. I haven't missed anything off. But
Well done.
so,
I'm
don't.
just kidding. Don't you dare.
Flour.
Whoa! What?
Butter, sugar, eggs, almonds, cherries, raisins,
Oh, you just
coconut peel,
no, you
cocoa,
mean
mixed with
that's
cinnamon, salt. 1 or 2 shots of brandy next.
1 or 2 shots. I'll give
Right,
it a shot.
then stir it in the fruit to make it a Christmas cake.
Okay.
That's my Christmas cake, guys. No, don't stir it over the bowl. Go under and stir
You
in
taste
the fruit. Ben,
Mum
that's
is
enough now.
trying to stay calm.
You like flip it over.
Come on.
Stir it, look at that. Oh wow, look at that.
Right.
Well done, Ben. Thank you very
Mum.
much. Thank you, Ben. Goodbye.
Put
Good
all the flour
riddance.
under there, Ben.
What?
You just literally stirred the raisins on the top.
Like that? What are you doing?
So,
I think even I could do a better job. Says you.
Don't have a stir, honey. There's lots of dry flour still at the bottom.
You guys are going to stare it with me.
In fact, we need to put this in now. Advertise 3 barrels of brandy, why not?
We're open to sponsors.
1 to 2 shots. So I put it in a shot glass. And then it's nice.
Really?
Good for
Your
Dad.
face.
Jeez, it's lovely actually. I remember one school disco. I was taking Ben to the school disco, and I had a really sore throat. I think I obviously had a cold, and my throat was really, really bad. And it was either brandy or whiskey that was in the top cupboard. And I thought, oh, my throat is so bad. I can't walk into the disco. And Dad was obviously working at the disco, so there was only me to walk in there. It was only little. So I had a swig
It's
or
like the one
two
time Ben actually went to
of
this.
brandy or whiskey. I can't remember which one it was. Might have been whiskey. Don't know. Oh my goodness, it really sorted my throat out. You know, you just a little gargle. I was like, let's go, Ben. Oh, best walk ever. Got him there, safe and sound. Honestly, it's very good for things like that. I'm going to stick to the old-fashioned preventions and medicines for all sorts of.
That is medicine.
Now I'm going to put the Christmas cake mixture into my grease-proof paper solid tin.
That you've put butter on over.
That I put butter in it. I suppose we're not anyway. What harm? Now, my Nana's cooking instructions completely unrealistic to today's modern cookers. Because I've got written down here, cook for 1 hour on 120, which is great, I'll do that. And then cook for another 7 hours on 110 degrees Celsius. Seriously, it takes about 2 hours tops, 1.5 to 2 hours this. So I think I leave it on, no, I think I do turn it down to 110, obviously because we've got fan assisted ovens now and things are more modern. But when I tell my Nana each year, no, Nana only took me about 1.5 to 2 hours. No way, well it used to take 7 hours. Goodness me. So obviously it depends on your oven and your settings and what you want to cook it on.
And whoever's watching this video, you found a very secret recipe, so you should be very grateful that you found the video.
So I've got the brandy in there, I've got the fruit, the flour, all the bits and pieces, all the necessary requirements. Oh, the cake. Oh, I'm going to drop something. It's so heavy.
Yeah, that roll doesn't. It might look light, but it's really heavy.
I know, the bowl is heavy in itself without the ingredients. Get the last bits of flour in.
Don't waste any.
I won't be wasting any, I'll be licking that bowl like a king. There's only me who can, 'cause it's got brandy in. Another tip from my Nana is when you make your cake, you might already know this tip, So obviously I'm going to push the cake as much as I can into there. I'm going to end up with a bit of a dodgy edge there. But again, nothing that can't be concealed with icing. Oh, made these mistakes so many times. No, it's fine. So my Nana says on here, because I was like, what? Once it's in the tin like this, she says, make a little well. I don't know if this would be any different if I didn't do this, because to me, it all just floats back into the middle. Anyway, she says, make a little well, flatten the top, so when it cooks, it doesn't make a mount on the top, so it doesn't rise. But I mean, look, it's just filled back up anyway, but I do that anyway, out of respect for my Nana's advice. So I make a little well, it all covers up, I think. Well, I did what she said. There you go, that's it. Big poo.
Yeah, open gloves, grab both.
Now you're touching something that's not actually heated up yet. So there we go. Come back in a bit and see what's happening. Best bit. It's like being in Santa's grotto in here, isn't it?
Gracias.
What is that?
It's just a lemon juice.
Oh, lemon juice. Why is it
Brandy.
What are you doing?
We're playing a game.
Vice. Right? Down.
I'll leave you to it. Looks very intense.
One Christmas cake and a partridge in a pear tree. So there we go. That took me, I was in at 4 o'clock. I think I left it in about 2 hours and 20 minutes actually. I kept checking, I might have overdone it. It's hard to tell, isn't it, when you've got a big cake like that. I kept pricking the little cocktail stick in. But I did think if it does go a bit, I don't know, it's the same time as what I've done it every year. And I'm obviously going to keep adding bits of brandy over the next coming weeks towards Christmas. So I'm going to wrap it up now, pop it in here, put it brandy on first, and we shall eat it at a later date.
It's the pick and mix shop, and Ben's going to have a pick and mix.
And you are too.
Yeah, we are. But you pick yours first.
Okay.
So round this side. Round this side.
When you walk into the cinema, you always have a pick and mix.
Yep.
And this is ours.
So there's your scoops.
This is my pick and mix.
It did come in little bags, do you remember?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it came with free candy, right? So we open up this, and then we could just do that, and then you break
You
it
make
like
it look
this.
so easy.
You break it like that, and then you get it.
There you go. You don't break it, you're just taking it out of its.
All you need is the pressure of someone stood behind you.
Oh,
waiting to have
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
in the cinema. They're waiting.
Oh yeah. And then do the siding. You like make up your mind. There you go. That's one of those.
Okay.
I want another one of this from a different colour. That's just
It should be like that.
Sorry, Ben. Come on, someone's behind you.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm
Some of these.
Party mix.
Cheese savouries.
Yeah.
yeah.
Give it up at the queue for them.
Right, I give it up on that. I got one. Oh, it's looking pretty good. But to finish it off, everybody's gonna have one of these, man.
Ah, wiggly worm. There we go.
That is the ultimate candy.